Victor Wembanyama or Jason Tatum?
Wemby.
No,
Wemby.
Give me Wembanyama. What? God
I'm taking
damn, bro.
last year
And I'm
Wemby.
not saying
No,
I'm not
Jason
taking
Tatum-
nothing away. Let me
Jason Tatum is disrespected.
Hassan, let me say this before you say that.
He's been winning year in and year out.
Stop,
He's
bro.
Champion.
Let,
He's
not-
NBA champion. Give him his respect.
let me put it this way.
His respect.
To the non-finals MVP Celtic. Let me say this first. No discredit to Jason Tatum, but I'm picking Wembanyama 11 out of 10 times if we're picking up these players from today. I don't care how much of a statistical thing Jason Tatum, blah blah blah.
It's me and Tatum
Wemby
right here.
is better. Wemby is better player. Like that. I'm like not even gonna go in too deep into it.
I'm
Wemby's
not
just
even
better.
gonna answer this.
There's no argument. There's an argument for all these other players.
No
When it comes to
argument,
Jason
bro. I
Tatum,
don't
no
care.
argument.
He's not even the Finals MVP. I don't want to hear it.
He's a
No
champion,
finals
NBA
MVPs.
champion. He's consistently winning. He's averaging 30.
So is Zaza Pachulia. He has
He's
2 times.
playing with superstar role players. I don't want to hear it, Huss.
Zaza
I'm saying
Pachulia
give
2
him his
times.
respect, bro.
Wembanyama's playing with Castle. Bro, what college did he go to?
Yeah, I
You
don't
should know
know.
that though.
Drew Holiday's a borderline Hall of Famer.
That's funny. I'm
Derek
thinking
White
Wemby
is a
too.
superstar, bro.
I'm just saying, give Tatum
Alright,
his
now
respect. You're talking like he's a nobody in this league. Like he doesn't deserve it.
I'm not answering this question because I don't want to disrespect Tatum because I think he's really good, but it's just hard for me to say him. I haven't seen him on any other situation. Like he's always been on a good
Yeah.
team. Like it's just hard to say what he do when.
But
when
he is the
situation.
team.
No, he's not.
No, the team is the team. The team will win games without Tatum.
The team
You're
will
just
for sure win.
instigating me. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me.
If you-
It wasn't
Keep
even
going.
convincing.
If you
What's up?
insert like a decent wing into Tatum's spot right now, they're not as good as they are now, but they're still a good team. Like
Yeah, they're on a championship team without him.
I
Keep it a buck.
disagree.
depends on who's there.
Let me find you. Let me
You
think of
won't
a
win a
wing. Let me think of a
championship
wing.
with that four with their starting lineup without Tatum, they can find a decent.
If that's
Play
Franz
it to a
Wagner,
place that
they're
can
still
still
a
be a
championship
contender.
team. If they're
Facts.
Franz
You can get out of
Wagner,
here,
they're
bro.
still a championship.
Facts.
No way.
Yeah.
Facts.
winning
And
a
it's just,
championship
but
with
it's just a
Franz
testament to the team. It's just a testament to the team. It's not even no hate to Tatum.
Dude,
It's
he's
just,
just
Yeah,
28.
the team is
I'm
just
not
so
even
good.
Averaging 28, 10 and 5.
It's good numbers.
Okay.
Good numbers.
Great
And
job.
you're saying
Yeah.
Franz Wagner will be a good substitute for a
Yeah,
championship?
Franz is averaging damn near 30. What do you want
He's
from
an
him?
all-star player.
For a
He's been good
stretch,
player.
not the whole season. Franz was not doing that for the
Bro,
whole
he
season.
averaged like 27, 28
Man, let me look
for
at
the
these
whole.
stats.
He did.
Go on,
Bro
That's what
said
I'm talking
stretch
about.
like he
It's
wasn't
just
doing it for
Jason
3
Tatum.
months. Like
I'm
it
just saying
wasn't a
that's
week that he was
disrespect to
doing
Jason
this. He was
Tatum.
doing this all year. He had like 3 bad games with Paolo, and then the rest of the season. he's
Okay,
been
but still not even
20 plus.
Still not even close. He's 25, 6 and 6.
Not close. He's 2 points away. What do you mean not close?
It's 3, and that's a big difference in the NBA.
Oh,
That's
it's one
close.
three-pointer,
That's
one
relative.
three-pointer?
And then he's not averaging the same amount of rebounds and like quite possibly a little bit more assists.
Okay, but our point. Okay, he's obviously worse than Tatum. We're not trying to hear dispute that Franz Wagner is better. The
No,
point
my point is
he's-
that he won't win it. He won't win a championship. Like he
You're
won't
tripping.
substitute Tatum.
You're
for that
tripping.
shot.
Why?
I think you're tripping.
Because Jason
He wasn't
Tatum's
even the best player on
literally
the
been doing
run
this for
last year.
years.
Franz Wagner could have done what he did.
Franz
with
Wagner did it for a
Jaylen Brown
stretch.
being the
Tatum's
best
been
player.
doing this for years.
Okay, I'm
That's
giving you an
why. I
example.
don't even have to-
bro.
I
We're not
shouldn't be
saying
able-
that Franz is better. We're saying you could substitute and emulate the
No.
same outcome, bruh.
And they'll win a championship.
Yes.
They have a good. I'm not saying it's
Who's
100%.
beating them last year? Who's beating them last year with Franz Wagner instead? Tell me which team? The Pacers?
Knicks or
The
Cleveland?
Pacers gonna beat them?
The Knicks?
The Cleveland
The Knicks
Cleveland
without
Cavaliers would have
Randle
beaten them.
and Cat.
That series, the Cleveland Cavaliers would have beaten them, and they wouldn't even be the first seed with them. As
The
Franz
Cavs
Wagner
went to
is the
7
guy.
with Franz Wagner. Just Franz Wagner and Paolo. They went to 7 with him.
Oh yeah.
So now
and
they're
Paolo,
beating them
which
with.
is not
So
the
now they're
best
beating
player on
Franz with
the team.
Celtics team.
That Jalen
He's
Suggs
good.
too.
Us. Franz is good.
Paolo doesn't
Franz
equal
is
Don't
good.
be no
anybody else in the
fucking
Celtics.
Jalen Suggs, bro. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? He's an all-defensive player.
You're
He
bringing up
actually has
Jalen
the
Suggs
first
like the
on
fucking
team.
Celtics don't have Drew Holiday and Derek White.
Dog,
What are you talking about?
Don't say all
Yeah,
defensive when
the whole engine goes with Jason Tatum.
They have 2
being
all
an
defensive
all-star
guards on the
player.
Celtics.
You're gonna
Stop
tell me
giving
that
shit.
Franz Wagner. So you're gonna obviously Jason Tatum's better, but you're gonna tell me that Franz Wagner can put up the same resume as him.
No, we didn't say that. We just said if he was on the
Substitute.
team, they would have still won the championship. We're not saying that he's better
This
or
is
that he has as
crazy.
much All-Stars or All-NBA.
Dude,
Just
he
do
averaged
it.
24 for a stretch. If you want to go through career stats from all 82 perspective, he's not putting up damn
Bro,
near the
this
same
dude
numbers as
just
Tatum.
broke out. He's like 22 years old. What are you
Okay, so
talking
you
about
think he's
for
gonna
his
do this for the
career?
rest of his career? He didn't have Paulo either.
Well, he got injured, so I don't know.
He didn't have Paulo
Maybe.
either. That's obviously
matters about
stuff being
recovery.
said with
He averaged
Material.
20 last season. You're acting like he's a bum and he's never
He's been
done
averaging
close to this.
20. 20 is not good enough for you to win a championship. It's like saying Zach LaVine gets replaced with Jason Tatum. If it was Zach LaVine was bigger and they'd win a chip.
Okay, Hassan, let me tell you this. We're not saying Franz is a superstar. We're saying that he's a star who can replicate some of the things Tatum can do. Now, you mentioned rebounding. Obviously, he might not average 10 rebounds, but we're talking about substituting a wing who's going to give you some of the same results. High scoring, trying hard on defense, stuff like that. I was saying they have a good chance. I'm not saying it's 100%.
Okay, yeah, it's a good team. They'll have a chance.
It lowers it from like 100% to like 75.
Our main
60, like,
point.
It's like 90. What do you mean? It's still 90%.
You think 90?
No,
That's
it's not
good.
90.
What team is beating them
I
last
see
year?
it.
Which team in the East would beat
Dallas would beat them 100%.
No, they wouldn't.
No, because Tatum was playing bad. Tatum was playing bad
100%.
too.
And
Wagner's
Tatum wasn't even
defense
the
is not
best
as
player
good as
in the
Tatum
fucking
either.
playoffs.
I think the Celtics still win, Huss. 9 out of 10 times with Wagner, I think they win. No, trust me. I'm thinking like 80 to 85, but
Bro,
still they
you're-
win.
He's a 20
How,
point per
dude, the
career
Celtics
average.
are one of the best
and even
teams,
if
bro.
he's
You're
breaking out this year,
underestimating how good the team is. You think Tatum's carrying them?
oh, Tatum's a big part of what they do. He's their best
Of course,
player. Like everything
Of course,
revolves
but
around
they
Tatum. So
ran
everybody
through
else
the
gets
league
beat.
last year. They lost 2 games in the playoffs. What do you mean? So Franz Wagner being there, okay, now they lose 8 games, but they still win the
Because-
championship.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's a good point.
all-NBA
That's a
player
good way to
that
put
you
it.
have. Franz is no what?
They lost
What,
like
Best
2
said?
or 3 games last year in their entire run in the playoffs. If Franz is on their team, okay, maybe they lose 8 games, but they're still probably winning a chip. Like
Yep.
against the Mavericks,
No,
okay, maybe they
I
go
don't
to
think so
7
because
or
their
6,
whole
but
game,
they're
the whole
still
game
probably
plan changes.
winning.
You're literally taking out an All-NBA player for maybe
An
a
all-star
sub-level
player.
All-Star player.
Okay, there's not a lot of All-NBA players you could fit. We're talking about people who's replaceable. Franz Wagner is a star-level player.
He's not even an All-Star.
Dude,
He could have
would've made
been.
All-Star
He was
team
averaging
this
like
year, too.
27.
If
He
Paul
would've
was
locked
injured, if Paul
All-Star
was
this
healthy,
year.
he would not be an All-Star.
You said if
He was
Franz
breaking
wasn't
out,
healthy-
Huss.
You see, Franz if was healthy, he wouldn't be All-Star. I'm about to end the
I said
fucking.
if Paulo was healthy, he wouldn't be an All-Star.
We don't know that. We won't know that. I guess we'll never
I mean,
know.
I'm saying like from past experiences with him together. Even
Bro,
if he
you're
breaks
saying
out,
past experience. These dudes are 21 years old. They're developing.
Also, they were winning
Past
games,
experience.
Hudson. So if
Okay.
you want to
That's
talk
like
shit,
saying
they were winning
Jason
games.
Tatum. That's like saying Jaylen Brown because of his rookie year, past experience, he would have never been an
and
All-Star.
dude, Franz has been in the league for what? This is his fourth
This is
year.
his 4th season.
Okay, so he's developed enough. Like
He's
what do you want him to
23.
be?
What do you mean
think he's gonna
developed
be?
enough, bro?
You think he's
Stop
gonna
it.
average like 27? You think he'd average 25 points per game? with
Hassan,
Paul
look at this
Banchero?
stretch. Hassan,
Just look at his
Hassan
stats.
from like
You can do a
Hassan
trend
from
with Paul
October.
Banchero on this team, and he won't be averaging over 24. Like,
Hold on. Let me cook this dude Hustle real quick. So you think
All right.
he's developed already, right? You think this is him?
No,
You think Franz
no,
is him. So shut the
yeah,
fuck. What are you
added words
saying?
into my mouth. I'm saying with Paulo Banchero and what he's been averaging, even if you have the trajectory, he wouldn't be an all-star. Like that's my whole
How
point.
do you? Why would you say that?
Because his stats like literally deplete when he's playing with Paulo. He's not averaging 24.
According to
Paulo on
what?
his team.
According to last year. That's all you're going off of.
No, bro, I'm going off of what he's been playing with Paul. Paul's been in the league. What this? Is
But
his
you're going
third
off
year?
of last year. You're saying according to when he played with Paulo, because this year Paulo got hurt
Going off
early in
of
the
his-
season.
Okay, so what do you think he would average with Paulo? You think he'd average the same stats that he's averaging right now?
He'd average like
Or
22.
24?
He'd
instead of
average
25.
around 24, 25 with Paulo. Because, bro, you got to understand, this team
With
was winning
Paulo, he
games.
averaged 25
Yes,
points a
yes,
game.
yes.
He's
Bro, I'm not
possible.
even gonna have
Hassan,
this. When
Hassan,
he-
players
when
can
he
get better.
averaged- That he averaged 25 with Paulo.
Hassan,
on his
I
team.
always,
Can get better.
Hassan, you know what this is? This is like a replication of when I shit on players for not getting better when they have like breakout, and then you guys all have to like come and talk to me. It's like the same thing that's going on. Like when I say,
Name a
remember
player
I said
that's
Jaylen
funded
Brown?
right
I said
now.
Jaylen Brown's not going to play better. I said he won't average more
Jaylen Brown
stats,
is-
points.
You can't compare
Let me
Jaylen Brown to-
finish.
can't
Let me
play
finish.
Franz Wagner to Jaylen
Let me
Brown.
finish. Before his 27 point per game season, which you got all NBA, I was saying, guys, there's no way he's averaging 23, 24. He's not worth it. He's not going to get better. Jaylen Brown came while next to Tatum while being a sidekick and averaged 27, right? So I was wrong. So this is like he could have averaged 24, 25 with Paolo. I don't get why this is hard for you to understand.
'Cause
And
Jaylen
Hassan,
Brown-
they were winning
Franz
games.
Wagner is not Jaylen Brown.
I'm not saying he's Jaylen Brown. I'm saying it's like a
What are you
simile. It's
comparing
like you
it
could.
to?
I'm comparing the two exactly.
They're
They're
very
two stars.
comparable, bro.
They're
Their
two
teams are
stars on
very
a team.
comparable.
They're two stars on a team
Two
who are
second options.
surrounded by like all NBA defense. Like you have Jalen Suggs, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the essence is Franz
When has
Wagner,
Franz showed you that he could be at the Jaylen Brown level.
dog, he averages 30 by himself. How is he not gonna average
Who?
30, like 25 with
30, he
Paolo?
averages 24.
Bro,
For the season.
for the season.
Okay.
When Paolo went out, he exploded.
Yeah, I know, but you think he was going to do that? Like, say if Paul got hurt
But-
for
but
the
let me
whole
say this.
season,
Let
you
me
think
say
he'd
one more
average
thing.
30 for the whole season?
Let me say one more thing before I
He
take
averaged
that.
like 24.
Okay, so it's a hot stretch. He was having a
Let me
hot
see that.
stretch.
Hassan, let me say
It's
this
not a
one
hot
thing.
stretch, he's a good player.
Hassan,
Okay,
I
but
want to
he's
say
not
one
gonna
thing.
average 30. I'm not. No one's saying he's not a good player.
Hassan,
He's not gonna
Hassan, let me
average
say one thing.
30 though without
I'm
Paulo.
trying to get you to listen.
Let's be realistic. You wouldn't even average
If-
27.
He's
He
gotten
averaged
better every year,
24
though.
without Paulo. That's
Hassan,
what
Hassan,
He's gotten
take-
better every year.
Hassan, take this for example. He's gone. Let me take two things. He's gone better every year. Omari said that's one fact that is true. That's a fact. He's gone better every year, right? Like points-wise, he went up. Also, if someone has the opportunity, like his main star goes out, right? Paolo went out, October time or like late October or some shit?
early.
Yeah.
Super early.
It was like
So he gets out.
7 games.
So he's the main man. So the guy on the team who's asked to score starts averaging 30. Not everybody could do that. There's a lot of players who will not go up to 30 points per game.
Bro,
Once they're
what was the sample size? I'm pretty sure it wasn't
I'm
even
gonna
30.
tell you right now. I was just looking it up. I had to pull it back up.
because a lot of players will not go up to 30 when their main guy goes down. Like they'll go to 25, 26,
I don't
maybe,
think it was
but
even 30. But
it was 30. Dude, I can tell you some games before he got injured.
30. It was 20. It was 26 and a half points.
Okay.
25.
26 and a half points. How many games?
25.
Sound like
That's like
30 to me.
over a quarter of the season.
If we round from 25, he's you know what I mean. It's past 5, so he's running.
Facts.
Yeah, he's a good player.
30.
But you're saying
Now
that
you
he's
got
going to
to
average a Jalen Brown-esque season with Jason Tatum, like with Paolo playing? You think he'd average 27
Bro.
with Paolo playing on his
Dude, we
team?
never
I am
said
not
he's
saying
gonna-
they're the
That's
same
what Gabe
player or
was
this.
saying.
No, I'm not saying they're the same player or they're gonna average the same points per game. I'm comparing two players in scenarios that I'm
Okay, you
seeing
can't
like
compare-
similarities.
I'm saying you can't compare the two players if they're different. Jalen Brown is clearly better than him. Like,
I'm talking about story. Hassan, I'm talking about
You can easily compare them if the one's better. Like we do this all the fucking time. What are you talking about?
like who?
how can you tell me I can't compare players? How's that even possible?
Because you're saying there'd be the same trajectory,
Facts.
like the same.
I'm
path.
talking about a
Facts.
guy who like Hassan. I
Facts.
literally remember what I said.
Franz is not better than Jalen Brown.
Hassan, I remember
Yeah,
saying this
understand.
before Jalen averaged 27. I said he's not going to get better. He's not going to average more points. You guys, because I said he's playing with Tatum because he's behind Tatum. Same way you're saying Franz is behind Paolo. You're saying he's not going to do that. You guys, all three of you said it's wrong, Gabe. Jalen Brown can improve, and he improved. Now I'm saying the same thing about Franz and Paolo, and you're saying no. That's like not possible.
No, because of the talent. I just don't see him averaging 27 points per game with another superstar on his team.
I didn't.
Your reasoning, the thing is, Hassan's reasoning makes no sense. Hassan's only reasoning is that he has someone next to him. Like it's never happened before that two players average.
My reasoning is
25
based
points.
off of his projection from his
His reasoning is just I don't see
He's
it.
getting
Bro,
better.
you think
Even if he
what
has a
projection
sample
are
size
you going?
without
Is this the
Paolo,
Hassan
even his
Muhammad
sample size without
projections?
Paolo was only 26 points per game. I'm going off of his past experiences. He's played 4 years in the league.
Is this
He's
what
not
I
gonna
sounded
average
like when I talked
27
about
off of
Jalen
what he's
Brown?
been doing in the
Dude.
past.
Stop bringing up past years when his dude's
Why?
23
That's how
years
you base
old.
players, right? Like,
Dude, no, not when they're
Am I gonna say-
19 coming into
am I
the
gonna-
league as
Bro,
rookies.
Franz is not averaging 16
am I gonna
points per
say,
game again.
Taurean Prince is gonna average 30 points per game, like just because of nowhere?
Bro, come on.
Oh, he's had a
be
good
real,
stretch
bro.
of games where
Taurean
he's shooting
Prince.
50% from three. He's gonna
He's like
average.
he's like 86 years
Hassan,
old.
Hassan,
He's not
bro.
getting better.
That's like Jalen Brown, his first 4 seasons. Let me read you his points per game. If we had the same logic with Jalen Brown, we would say, oh, he can never
Never
average
getting
more
better.
than this. So 6 points rookie year.
So it's Jimmy's too.
13 and then 20. He didn't even
It's a
average
different
close
path. He
to
wasn't
Paolo's
playing with
numbers.
Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, and Al Horford. Like
Oh my God.
Franz Wagner's literally been the number 2 since he joined the league on that team.
On a Dookie
It's a
team though.
different path. You can't compare the two.
And he
Plus
develops.
minutes
He can.
and like
People
plus the
develop.
minutes that they're playing were different and the roles are different.
People develop though. It's not like
And
not
plus,
like
if
Paolo's.
Franz Wagner was on the Celtics,
setting
Jalen Brown
his
would be the
ways.
one on that team.
What?
I said
Say that again?
if we replace Jason Tatum with Franz Wagner on the Celtics, Jalen Brown would be the one on that team.
We're not saying
You know
Jalen
why?
Brown's not.
Where?
Besides
Jalen Brown will be the one on where?
Besides the nigga in the comments,
On
we're
the
not the
Celtics.
one saying Jalen Brown's better than Franz. I mean, we're not saying that Franz is better than Jalen Brown's. Our original
I'm
point in general was about Tatum and why we think that Tatum isn't as important to the Celtics as
Like,
who are we
Jokic
even
to the
comparing him
Nuggets
to?
or
Oh, Wemby.
something. Oh,
Victor.
Wemby, yeah.
Like as Wemby would be on a team or on his own team.
All I'm saying is I'm choosing 1B2. I'm just saying that Jason Tatum deserves his respect.
I
I'm
really
not
want
giving
people
him
to
respect.
comment this too. If people made it to this, I want to hear what people have to say about this part because I really do think
Literally,
that
someone
Franz
thinks
Wagner.
Franz
No,
Wagner's
I'm
better than
so
Jalen
firmly,
Brown.
dude. No, it's like the same
I don't
like
think he's better,
concept
but-
of what I
I
said,
think that
but now
Franz
you're
can get
saying
better
it.
though. Yeah, I agree with Gabe that Franz. I think that Franz will continue to get better, and that
I do
having
too, but I don't think he's gonna get to
Hassan,
that
I
level,
just
like-
do you understand what I said from before? Does that make sense? What I'm saying? Like when I said, I
No,
said
yeah,
Jalen Brown,
just, like the
but that's the
trajectory
same
for
thing what
him
you're
getting better.
saying. But that's the same thing what you're saying.
No, I just don't believe that he'll get like extremely better to where what Jalen Brown got to. My point.
Hush just doesn't
That
see
you
it.
guys
It's-
think
it's-
he will.
that's
Okay,
the bottom line
I
of
can
it.
I can
Being a
hit you
hater.
on the way where he might not
I
average
accept that.
27, 28, but as a player, if he's averaging 16 his rookie year, 20 and then 25, like these are like incremental
Yeah,
like
first,
these
I
are
don't think he'll get to 25 with who he's playing with.
He's already at 25 right now. as we
Yeah,
speak.
because
He
he's
means, like,
without
one product,
Paulo for
exactly.
the year.
I think
Like,
he
with this
will. I
context.
think he'll average between 22 and 24.
Who's
This year
taking
going
shots
forward.
I
for him
agree
on
with
that team, bro? They literally
Yeah,
desperately
they need
him and
offense. They're
Powell.
literally praying for shooters. They're literally praying for offense right now. They literally need them.
You're talking about all NBA defenders like Suggs. Suggs ain't an all NBA scorer, but Franz can average 25 for them. Come on.
Like I
No,
would
I was
agree
just
with
saying
you
that
if there was
for,
another
like,
guy
he
on the
was-
team, but he's literally
I
the
hate when
second
you're bringing
guy.
up points that I bring up for an argument that's completely different. He was saying there's nobody on that team. I'm saying, oh, they had somebody to help them make it to the playoffs.
But okay,
You're saying-
okay, Hassan, listen to me though. Like your logic,
Mhm.
then it should apply to the Celtics too because they have Tatum and Brown. So okay, one of them can't be. They can't both average 20. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make any sense. The fact that he has Paolo on his team shouldn't stop him from being able
No,
to average.
but
Those
my whole
numbers.
point between the comparisons is that Brown was a better talent, and he is a better talent than Franz Wagner. That's why it's not going to work out because I don't think Franz is going to be as good as Jalen Brown was.
I
think
wasn't
Franz
comparing
will be
talents
as
by
good
that
as Jalen.
analysis, Hassan. I was comparing like trajectory of players.
Yeah, we're having two different
Like,
arguments.
I was trying to tell you every time. I don't care about the 27 point per game number you're talking about. I'm talking about him individually
Getting better
going
every
up
year.
in points per game. Like it's the
Okay.
same.
Yeah, I think
Like
his cap is
from
like
before.
24. But
Here's
I
a
mean,
better question.
the
Why
only
don't
reason
you
he's
think he
averaging
can get
24
up
this year is because Paul's not playing.
Why don't you think he can get up there? What about his game tells you that this is a fluky
I think he could do
stretch
it.
for him?
Because of usage. I think Paul's usage is way too high to the point where he can't average 24.
Is Tatum's
Because
usage
without
not
him,
high on the
he only
Celtics?
averaged 24. Or do you average what 26 without him?
Yeah.
But when
It's
he
like
was
some-
playing, his
26.
points weren't there.
He's still developing though. You act like he's like a finished product. Like
Well,
he's
nigga,
averaged
how far do
20.
you think
Bro,
he'll
by the way,
develop?
You
He
said
averaged
Paolo's
20 in
usage-
his third
you
year,
said Paolo's
but I don't
usage
think
is
he's gonna
high
get
on the Magic,
He's
but
not
the
gonna have a
dude's power
massive
forward.
like increase in
So
terms
in
of
3
production.
years, so he averaged 20 in his third year next to Paolo, right?
So
You think in his third year that's like
I
you
think he
think
averaged
his
like
fourth year
18
that's
or
the
something,
max? You
18,
think that's 4 years where they cap out on development? Like
Sorry, no.
I said, it's
I don't
4
think
years where
he-
they cap out on development.
No,
Like,
I just don't think they developed like to keep. I don't think they'll get like a bigger increase in
So
statistics.
you just
so
not.
you just
I
don't
think it'll be
believe
like
in
a 1 to 2
you don't
point.
believe in the Franz Magic, basically.
No, I think he's a good player, but I just don't think he'll have a big jump. Is my thing. I think he'll average
Last
like 2 or 3 more points.
last year
I
it
think
was
it-
19. Last year it was 19. This year it's 25. So 24.
Okay, context, bro. Like Paul hasn't played. He's played like 5
Yeah, but
games.
you act
We'll
like
see-
you.
we'll see when
But
they
you're
both
not
get
giving him
back.
credit. If someone
They
goes
were
down
winning
and the
too, bro.
dude
They were
pops off,
winning games. Like this was a
Yeah,
garbage time point.
and they're
having a
winning,
good
there,
test.
he's not just doing
He's a good
empty
player.
points.
What do you
They're
want me to say?
winning.
He's a good player.
But that shows you,
that
Jalen
means
Brown
he's
can't do
capable
that
of
by
doing
himself.
it
He
when
can't win.
basketball.
I mean, he averaged 27 with another guy on his
But
team.
he, bro,
He doesn't have another guy on his team. He's averaging way more points.
No, Gabe's cooking. Let him cook. After he
If
fucking
Jalen
kicks
Brown
the
was in the
top
same
of people.
situation as Franz Wagner,
What I'm
he's
saying
averaging
is-
30. Like, let's be for real.
what I'm saying is, bro, Paolo went down, and okay, you could pull up a fake points per game stats and lose, but this dude was winning. The main man, his all NBA caliber teammate went down,
25 game span. We had the same conversation.
and he
with
won
Bridges.
majority. He won the
Listen
majority.
to- what did I just say, Gabe? What did I just say?
Say it again.
That's what I thought. You're not listening. Like,
I'm
you just keep
listening.
talking.
I couldn't
Yeah.
hear it.
I said we had the same conversation with Mikal Bridges. He had a stretch where he was playing out of his mind for
They're
25
not
games.
even the same
He
player.
deemed him an all-star. Look what he was at now.
Stop. Mikal was a 3-and-D player coming into the league and then got an opportunity to be number one. It's not even the same situation.
Okay, and then Omari deemed him an all-star level player because of the same
That
sample
team was
size.
also ass.
The whole point is the sample size doesn't define a player. Yeah, they're a good team.
That
That
is
helps
true.
my point.
Yeah, but they're still worse than the Celtics, which still makes sense.
What do you mean?
Well, they're a good team, but Celtics
What
are a
does
great
that, what
team.
does that have to do with
Like,
anything, though?
Paolo, I'm just saying, like Paolo and Franz's supporting cast is still worse than Jalen Brown's and
Yeah.
Tatum's supporting cast.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah,
give
100%.
Franz,
No
if
one's
you give
arguing
Franz
that.
like Drew Holiday, Derek White, like you know what I'm saying? These are different things. You're different players.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was our
for
main
sure,
point. That's
but
why
you
we
could
brought
also
Franz
argue that
up.
his
We were
stats would
saying
go down
that
too.
Huh?
we were saying
you
that
could
if you
argue
plug
that his
Franz
stats
in for
would go
Tatum,
down
that
as
they
well.
Why
would
wouldn't
still
they go
be
better if
competitive.
not stay the same?
Because there's more mouths to feed on the team because of the talent that you have. That's an argument.
Bro,
Dude,
if
it
Tatum
doesn't
can
work like that though. The offense still runs through the two best players. Just because you have more talent doesn't mean you have to force feed them. Like maybe they take.
Yeah,
a
but
step
I'm saying
down.
like is Franz Wagner that level of talent where they
Yes,
like force
yes.
him to
he was showing it, Hassan. He was showing it when he was
Dude, he averaged
healthy.
19 last year. He averaged 19 last year and he averaged 25 this year.
He's in his
because
third
of
year.
context. He'll be averaging like 22. But if you have
What's
Derek
Jalen
White,
Brown?
Drew
What's Jalen
Holiday,
Green averaging right
Kristaps Porzingis,
They're
and
19,
Jalen Brown,
Bro,
19 or
there's
Drew
20.
Holiday
make an
doesn't
argument that
shoot
he
the
averaged
ball unless he's
17,
wide
18
open.
points.
What do you mean he's taking shots away? This dude literally is a defensive guy.
So if
He
he's
like
playing
literally
with-
barely-
playing
What
with
year
Drew
is Jalen
Holiday.
Green in right now?
If he's playing with Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Jalen Brown, and Derek White, you can't make an argument that he would average 18, 19 points.
No, because he'd be the guy. He would be the number
Oh
one
my
option
goodness, like,
among those guys.
you can make an argument KP's better than him when
No,
healthy. You
no.
can straight up make that argument.
Is he in his
You can
third or
straight up
fourth?
make that argument. You can argue that Kristaps Porzingis is better than Franz Wagner healthy. 100%.
Hudson, let's move on, bro. There's no way you
No,
say
he's not. We're not
Porzingis is
doing
better than Franz
You
Wagner.
can. He's got better seasons
Gabe.
than him. Like straight up.
This is the point I was making.
No, I was.
Bro.
That Franz in his third year is already better than Jalen
Fourth
Brown.
There's
season,
context. Who's Brown?
All right.
No, bro,
Hudson. Jalen Green right now is
Same
averaging
draft
19
class.
points
Same
in
draft
his
class.
fourth
Same
year.
draft class. Same draft class.
Same draft
Bro,
class.
Omari,
we're just
dude,
like
19
we're
points
just
in his
taking
fourth
context
year.
out of everything.
No, wait, we're not done. I'm damn. He's averaging 19 points in his fourth year. He had the green light for the longest time. He could have easily, like, if he had currently had the ability, he could have easily been averaging 25, 26 because he has the volume of shots. Am I right?
Who?
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
His third year, right?
Just this year and last year.
They're the same
This
draft
is-
class.
yeah,
so-
the same.
Drafted pretty much, bro.
My point is that, like, we still, besides Bez, believe that he will continue to get better and develop more because he, you know what I mean? Because of what we see. But it's like Franz is the same age, same draft class, averaging more points on a better team, and it's like, nah, he'll never get better. It's like, why?
No, I'm saying like context in terms of like hold up, man.
I think I heard your point. Your whole point is because it's behind
Jalen
Paolo
Green
and he doesn't have the
averaged-
talent.
Jalen Green averaged 13 in his third year, and he was still playing with Kyrie Irving, Al Horford, Gordon Hayward. Like
Not Jalen Brown. I'm talking about Jalen
Say
Green.
that again.
I said, for that guy's point from the comment that you brought up
Oh.
about them being in their third year and what's his name is averaging more points. He was still playing with Kyrie Irving. Like
Yeah, that's a different setting. That's a different.
that's what I'm saying, context
Jalen Brown's a
matters. But
different.
we're bringing up points just because he's in a better situation.
No,
Like
No,
tell
but
me
it's
if
also
Jalen
not
Brown was in
Address
Franz Wagner's
the Jalen
shoes,
Green
like
point.
you'd be averaging way more points his third.
Also, we're talking about Brown in his like prime. I want to say this is like he's like what is he, like a 10-year player now?
Yeah, he's 28 or 27.
Yeah.
Franz is like 22. We can't even like we're comparing
No,
a
you
young
can't do the
guy
goalpost.
to a prime Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown's
I'm
not getting
talking
any
about
better.
his third season. He averaged
His third
13 his
season
third year. I'm done, bro.
He didn't even come into like he was a
Come on.
defensive player when he first came in.
I
He
mean, I
wasn't even all
can't.
that, like,
We're gonna go in circles. We just have to see it happen at this point.
Well, yeah,
He
at the end
was-
of the day.
he gave, when he was healthy, he was averaging 25. Us.
It was a stretch of games.
We believe in
When Mikal
Franz.
Bridges
We
was on the
believe in
Nets
Franz
for
over here.
the second half of the season 2 years ago. He was averaging 26 on insane efficiency for over
All right,
25
so Hassan,
games.
Bez is the resident Jalen Green hater, and then Hudson's the resident Franz Wagner hater.
I'm not even hating on him. I think he's a good player, but to say that they'd win a championship with him instead of Jason Tatum is
That team is so stacked, Huss. That's all you gotta understand. That team
I
can do it.
I didn't even say that they would for sure win. I think they'd just be contenders. Like they'll still be
Me
like
too.
a top level.
They get
team.
in the finals,
Like,
by the way, for sure. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now, that team gets in the
I'll say
finals.
that.
in the
I'll
East.
say
I
they'll
don't
make the
believe so.
finals for sure because no one in
For
the East
sure.
last year would have beat them. With
That
Franz
East was
instead,
ass.
like,
They
the
versus
East
the
wasn't good
Pacers
enough.
in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to hear it. Hassan, come on.
especially since Tatum wasn't even playing that well. Like that's we can agree there. Tatum didn't even play that well. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, his presence, you still have to account for him because of his talent. Like,
Bro, I'm not talking about aura, bro. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
so
stats.
we
bro.
gotta
Come
watch
on.
him.
you
Chuck
have to
10
account for him
threes and
because of
make
his
two.
talent, not his aura. Talent. Still
No,
not
I
for
unbelievable.
10
agree
chuck
with you
threes
that
a game.
Jason Tatum gets disrespected too much, but I also think like his team, like Omari said, he's not as important to his team as other players because of how stacked his team is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
not
obviously you
that
lose
he's
points
bad or
because of
anything,
it, but you still can't shy away from the numbers that he's putting up on a great team. Like he's
But it's
still
like,
the main
you
focus.
can also say that those numbers, because he has so many good players, opens up the game for him. It's like twofold. Like you can just say that.
But, I
the
mean,
other way
we've seen him
around.
average 30 in different seasons too. Like even if he was on a different team, we'd still believe he'd average 30.
For sure. So, but the only thing, the reason you're not saying that with Franz because he hasn't done it yet because he's still
Yeah.
young and hasn't had the opportunity. But it's like, I think he's shown me enough in this stretch of games, unless like he gets injured or some like mental problem. Like he's shown me that he has the ability to lead a team and win, at least to decent record.
I don't know. I disagree. I think his talent is capped to a certain level, but we just
Yeah,
have to
I don't
see
know
at
if you
this
saw this OKC game. Jalen Brown scored 0 points, not even points. He had 0 stats in the second half. He finished with
That's
what he had in
crazy.
the first half. 0 for
Yeah, I
7
didn't
in the
watch it,
second
but
half.
I think I saw a stat. All of the Celtics had 27 points in the second half, so it was a masterclass by the OKC. Low-key.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw his
Yeah,
I agree with
capped.
that next comment too. That was our issue too last year when we were talking about the playoffs.
What?
We were just like he doesn't give that like number one energy. Like I gotta I
Yeah,
mean I
no,
gotta
I
go.
agree.
I
He
guess his
doesn't.
team is too good to like even he doesn't need to like fucking like you know what I mean. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna put the team on my back. But it's just like when you
He's
have a number
struggling,
one, you
sure.
still want to kind of see that attitude and that like fire. And it's like them fake ass quotes at the end, like still didn't even do it for nobody. You
That's
know
why
what I mean?
people would
So
like insta compare him to Ant-Man. I remember because Ant-Man was like solidified, locked in, like everybody loved his personality, but Tatum had like none of that.
Yeah, nah, we can agree on that one.
We'll see. We should make a poll of. I don't even know how we make a poll because it's not what we're saying. Franz versus Tatum, but
It would say, do you think the Celtics would win the playoffs if they substituted Wagner for
words.
Tatum?
it's a long ass question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
but
is.
that's
We can
like
go read
that's the
that, but I'm
question.
not reading that shit.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
can the Celtics still win with Franz and like take off Tatum? I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to phrase, but yeah, you guys see SJ's caption?
My ass.
Sorry, but we're going through it. We had a blackout mid pod too, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we literally had to
I'm
recap
literally
the pod.
Dude.
hearing sirens outside right
My
now.
friend,
Too.
my friend sent pictures. They're evacuating because he lives some places. It's kind of crazy right now, like the images.
Yeah.
Let me
They
see
said JJ
if I
Redick
can
had
show
to
you guys.
evacuate, bro.
Someone got this from like a plane or something. They sent it to me. I don't know how this happened, but that's like from a plane. It's like a
Is that
city, like
Africa?
coast.
That should look
It's
crazy.
like I can't show too well,
Jeez, yeah, I can see it.
but
Yeah,
like
bunch
so
of
this
fires.
is like the
Lava.
this is like the coast up here.
Oh wait, he's in a oh shit.
This one's from a plane, like shot. The lights are on this side, and then it's like all fire going down that way.
God damn.
Jesus,
That's crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
man, prayers up.
Yeah.
All right, last one. So we can go.
Good little
Wemby,
Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner. Would you rather now?
I'm gonna do it for next episode because now
All right.
now we got the comment.
That'd be a good one.